welcome Deepernaut to my channel, CryptoJar. I
Thank you.
am a crypto enthusiast and I'm in a lot of different crypto projects. One of the older projects that I'm in is Deeper, and I've been watching your channel from the very start. I've been avidly watching all the updates that you have because there's been a lot of changes with DPR and Deeper, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about that. So welcome.
Sure, yeah. Cheers, thanks. Appreciate it.
So I guess the first question I should ask you is, are you associated with you? Because you're always on top of everything.
Yeah,
Are you an employee? Are you associated with the project? How do you fit into the picture?
yeah. So basically, I get a lot of people come to me and they say, "You need to do this. You need to drop the limit on the bridge. You need." And I'm like, "Look, I don't work for Deeper Network. I'm just a guy.
Yeah.
I just make videos. I work a full-time job for somebody else, and I just do the videos, do the website, and I'm just kind of waiting for it all to moon like everybody else is. So I have no control over the bridge limits or when the pro's coming out.
Yeah, whenever it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I
Yeah.
think the confusion is it's called Deepernaut, the website, and it's like exclusively Deeper Networks. So
Yeah.
you're all in on the project, and
Mm.
I think maybe that's where some people get confused and think you're actually an employee because you're so deep into it.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird, but once you actually say to them, look, I don't actually work for them. I'm just a guy. They kind of go, "Oh, right, okay, yeah." So as I thought you did, and it's fine. It's all right.
So I have a deeper farm. It's very small
Yeah.
compared to yours. There's only, I think I have 3 of the Picos and 1 of the Mini. And I was thinking about picking up other devices, but how many devices are you using right now on their network, or how many are mining the DPR
Wow.
token?
Okay, so all of my devices are tier 8, apart from my new Airs. A lot of them are tier 8, but not all of them. But I have, off the top of my head,
Mhm.
12 Picos. I think 22 mini SEs and minis, and then the rest of them are Airs. So I should have 51 devices completely online in maybe 2 months' time.
Wow, 51.
Yeah, all the tier 8. I'm also the validation node as well.
Is
Yeah.
is a validation node new? Like, is that something they just recently released?
No. So it's been around for a while, but it hasn't really been like moved on. So they released there was a blog post about it, and then nobody really spoke about it. Once I got the devices all done, and I'm thinking, I've got all this DPR coming in, I'm waiting for it to all moon.
Yeah.
What can I do with it? I didn't want to sell, so I read that and I thought, you know what, 1 million DPR, I could stake that. I can get the hardware. I've used the operating system before, so really it wouldn't be that much of a big deal. And the thought process behind that was that the rewards that come like when you mine, they are going to stop at some point. I mean, it has just halved. The validation nodes, they won't ever stop and they won't ever halve. It's like a really, really, really long-term play. Now,
Yeah.
financially, it makes no sense because you're not going to make any profit on that one mil. You could stake 10 airs for the
Yep.
same price and make a lot more. But those airs eventually, the rewards that come from to be mined, they will eventually stop. And when it all
Okay.
stops,
Yeah.
you get the deflation, the price goes up, and then obviously I'll still be earning the minimum of 815 DPR a day. Because basically you have, I think it's 13,150, which is divided by the amount of nodes which are doing the validation tasks. Now, Deeper Network have 9, and then
Okay.
there are 7 that other guys can have.
I knew about validator nodes, but I didn't think it launched. I
Yeah.
guess it's been so quiet. I didn't even know it was released. So,
Yeah, I mean they're not that great at putting stuff out there. I mean, obviously you might know the whole comms part of it. I think there's kind of like an east and west kind of divide between the network and people in America and people in the UK and people in the EU.
yeah.
It's strange,
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look into that because I love running nodes. So if I can
Yeah.
take one of the spots, maybe they'll let me. You have a validator node. You have over 50 devices that are mining in your farm.
Yep.
Now, when you accumulate, I don't know what you're accumulating daily, but are you selling off anything to cover your expenses, or is it something that you're just rolling into a bag and holding?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you've been in touch with about the bridge and stuff. There was a lot of hassle about it.
Yeah.
So to get your DPR off, you have to use the bridge.
Right.
And the problem is the price was going up. So everybody thought, right, I want to use the bridge. I want to get my DPR out. I want to sell it. Unfortunately, everybody had that idea at the same time. So there was a limit, and they couldn't get it off. It's no big deal for me because I'm just kind of stockpiling it and stockpiling it, and I'll bridge that off when I can. I think the price is kind of too low at the minute.
I'm just holding whatever I'm mining.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know if they're all online right now, but whatever I'm mining, I'm just begging right now, waiting
Yeah.
for the bull run, and we'll see what happens there. So, like hardware wise, are you noticing a difference for mining with the Deeper Connect versus the Pico and the Mini, or is it roughly the same amounts?
It's exactly the same. So tier 8 on the Mini is you get the exact same amount of DPR on the Mini SE and the Pico and the Air. It's all exactly the same. The Pico used to be really bad. It used
Yeah.
to have loads of issues. Used to keep rebooting. Used to overheat all the time. I've got one of the new ones which works perfectly.
Okay.
The other ones that I have, they did do that,
Yeah.
but the firmware has been improved since, and it's a lot better.
So, like, like you said, there's limitations with offloading DPR onto the bridge. There's fees and there's everything else that's going on with that. They're supposed to be moving over to the Solana bridge or Solana chain.
Correct. Yeah.
So, do you know when that's going to happen and what kind of impact that might have?
Right. Okay. So the Salana Chain move, Deeper Network don't do anything quick. They're pretty slow about getting stuff done.
Yeah.
I think they're going to take quite a while to actually do that. I did text Eric Ma today, and I just basically said, have you got an update about the bridge limits? Have you got an update about the Solana change? Because it'd be nice to get it done because that is a huge deal. It was only like 45 minutes ago, and he hasn't responded yet, so that's fine. It's a bit soon. But hopefully he comes back and he says, yeah, we've been cracking on with it. We've got the white paper's been updated, and we're going to get it all sorted. I would love for that to be the case. The bull run's coming, and everybody's kind of on the edge of their seats, waiting for it. And it would be nice if it was done before then. It's probably not going to be, but before we go bear again, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, like the process right now to get DPR off your device and move it to an exchange is lengthy. It's very complicated. I've done it a few times. You need to use like a Polkadot plugin or something else,
That's
and
right, yeah.
just moving it from spot to spot to spot before you actually get it to your exchange to sell it off. It's quite the hassle. So
Yeah.
I think if it moves to the Solana chain, that should smoothen out the process. At least they can revamp the process if they're going to be doing it that way.
Yeah.
But
So
for offloading it.
yeah. So with I mean, I think you're with Hive Mapper as well. I think yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I ordered the device, so
Right. Okay. It's amazing, by the way. But
is it?
yeah, it's good because I actually drive for work. And,
Oh, perfect. Then
I think
yeah.
I do 600 kilometers a day, and I
Holy,
get paid about $500 a week
yeah. Just
just for
on.
having these two, and that is it. And then I get paid to actually do my real job as well. So
That's
I mean,
awesome. That's not
yeah,
bad at all.
great.
$500 a week.
Yeah. Well, the honey, which you
Yep.
get paid in, is actually on the Solana chain. And it's so easy. So basically, what would happen is there would be no bridge. You would get paid, so it would go straight to your hot wallet, and then from there you would just be able to click on swap, select Solana or any other Solana chain coin,
Yeah, like
and
USDC
then
or
yeah, or dog with hat if that's what you want to invest in, and yeah, and then it just swaps. It takes like it's pretty much straight away, and then you can send that Solana to any exchange. You can cash out with Kraken or whatever exchanges you have. I know exchanges are kind of few and far between now.
Yeah.
Especially in the UK. I mean, Binance was banned, but they still let you use it. They just kind of ignored it. But now it is completely banned now.
Okay. Yeah. That was
And
kind of
then
like Canada. You
yeah,
weren't allowed to use it, but you could kind of use it.
yeah, and then the only ones we have are all the mainstream ones that agree to share information. So like Kraken, Coinbase, the bigger ones, crypto.com.
Right.
Because they all give regulatory bodies like carte blanche. They can just
Do what they need
go
to do.
straight to people's accounts. They can see how much people have transferred, and it's crazy.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate part. That's where it makes it
Yeah.
centralized versus what we're trying to do.
Apparently, MEXC doesn't do that
Yeah.
below a specific amount.
So, like with Solana, the whole on ramp, off ramp type of process should be much easier than what it is right now because it is definitely very complicated right now.
It is. It is. And obviously to get Solana as well, you can also use is it Let's Exchange,
Oh,
Simply Swap as well,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you can just do it straight away. You can just get your Solana, put it into your hot wallet, and then you can just press swap and then swap it for DPR, or go the other way and go DPR to Solana, and then swap your Solana for USDT. Yeah, that is the big key point of this. It's like the speed of it, and also the being able to swap it immediately as well. I think it's great. I absolutely love it.
I like the clean process, man. When it's in and out with no hassle, it makes it so much easier to
Absolutely.
use. So, like overall, with your mining experience with Deeper Networks, how's that been just overall, like from the inception to where you are today? Has it gone up? Has it gone down? Or what kind of feelings do you have?
Well, okay, so I've been in the project now for I've had the YouTube channel I think a year and a bit,
Mhm.
and I was in the project about a year and a bit before that.
Okay.
So about 30 months I've been here. And at the beginning it was fine. It was okay. The price was going down all the time, but it was still pretty high. And then they brought in like a new reward scheme, and it kind of really like it really made everybody really upset. And basically, it was where you would receive a set amount of DPR up to I think $50 a month. So if the price was $1, you would get 50 tokens. If it wasn't, then obviously you'd get more to make up that.
Yeah.
And that caused a lot of issues. People got really upset. And it was very similar to what we're having now with the bridge, but the communication is what really kind of lets them down a bit.
So, like with that said, is there anything major that you think they could improve on? Like speed was obviously an issue that they fixed, but
Yeah.
anything else with the project itself that you think they could do improvements with?
Yeah. So management. Eric Ma, he's really good. And we
Mhm.
speak to him all the time. He comes into AMAs, but we don't really see anybody else. We don't see Russell. We don't see Cheryl. We don't see a lot of the team behind that. Um, and I think that AMAs should have like 3 or 4 guys on there. It would put a face to names
Yeah.
and would allow people to get like a really good response. The Solana migration is great. That's obviously coming hopefully soon.
Yeah.
And the Deeper Pro, it would be really nice to have that. That was meant to be coming out at the end of last year. The Air was never meant to come out last year. It was like something that they put in. Um, so we were supposed to get the Earthlink first,
Mhm.
according to their roadmap, and then we were supposed to get the Pro towards the end of last year. When the Pro comes out, because you'll be able to host a web. Well, this is what they said. You'll be able to host a website on it. And if
Wow.
you and
Okay.
if you can host a website on it, and that's decentralized, and that website exists in like 6 different places all around the world, you could make a website that you can't take down. Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
although that could be a bad thing, because obviously not all websites are great,
Yep.
um, you don't want to bring the dark web to the front of the net. But I think that's like a price we have to kind of pay.
The bull market's coming up and the prices are pumping. Like Bitcoin has been on fire over the
Oh
last few
yeah.
days. I think we're in the beginning of a bull cycle. But who knows until we're actually in it. But what's your price prediction? What do you think is going to happen with deeper?
Let's say we don't get the Solana migration till the end of the year. Now, Eric Ma did say that it would be by the end of this year,
Yeah,
which is quite rare. Normally, they don't put like a goalpost like that in. But if they do that, I mean, sky's the limit. If we don't get the Solana migration, then perhaps we'll get a kind of rising tide lifts all ships type thing.
yeah.
So maybe we'll get like a nice little boost from that.
Do you think it's possible that it goes back up to the 10-cent range, maybe 20 cents?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
I think I reckon by maybe in 2 months we'll be back up to three cents. I think by August we'll be around 5 to 6 cents, and then that is the critical point. I think maybe if we get Solana migration, that's it. Sky
Yeah.
has a limit. It will pump so hard. But yeah, I mean to be honest, my personal plan is if it gets to 3 cents, I'll be pretty pleased. If it gets to 6 cents,
Yeah.
I can quit work. I probably wouldn't, but I could.
The options on
Uh,
the table.
yeah, and if it gets to 10 cents, then I'm
Yeah.
probably going to quit work.
Not bad, not bad. That's an
Yeah,
awesome position to be in if you can quit your job. So Deepernaut, thanks a lot for coming on and talking about the Deeper network and everything else that's happening in your aspect and your perspective. It's very much appreciated. Thank you.
that's okay. Thanks. Cheers. Appreciate it.
Cheers.